Hello and welcome to a new series on the channel. This is a survival series, a let's play, but it's going to be ever so slightly different because we've got some resource packs and data packs, and so I just thought I'd show those before so you know what we've got on here. So let me turn around and I'll show you. So in the resource pack department we've got the sides now on the grass, podzol, mycelium, path blocks, all of it really. The next part of the resource pack is listen to these pistons, listen to how quiet they are. That is going to be so nice, so we can have a lot of redstone without the horrible noise. Same with rails, quiet rails, so we can have lots of minecarts. It's so important, I think. We have the directional hoppers, which will be helpful. The clearer redstone. There we go. And end rods that are seamless. I think it looks so much better. Over here, another part of the resource pack, we've got purple slimes, berry slimes for me, Dirkle berry. And with them, in the data pack, we have silence. We have silence mobs. So a lot of these sort of quality of life changes, things that won't really affect the gameplay. So you just name tag them silence me and they'll be silenced. Over here we've got the player head drops and also the more mob head drops. It's just really just to make it a bit exciting. We also have the armor stand pack, which I've not played around with yet, but that should be fun. And again with the resource packs we've got the variation in the bookshelf. So, a few more things. We've got Enderman grief turned off. This isn't because I'm concerned about Enderman picking up grass blocks here and there, but really just because they become persistent mobs and you can't get rid of them in the mob cap, especially in the nether. It's a real problem. So I've got Enderman can't pick up blocks now, but that is it. Nothing really to help us in our gameplay, just some things to help us with aesthetics and ambient noises, just quality of life changes. So let's load up our seed because there's something interesting going on there, and we'll get right into it. And so here we are in the fun part of making your world. So the world name, Emerald City, and we'll talk more about why that is shortly. Difficulty hard, of course. For data packs, here they all are. So it's the anti-Enderman grief, the armor statues, more mob heads, player head drops, silence mobs. That is all of the data packs that we have, and we've gone through the resource packs a moment ago. In more world options, let me delete this. So this is the world we'll use, Dirkle. I figure I won't want to change the world if I'm playing on my own world. So hopefully it's a good seed, and it'll be an enjoyable place to play. So world type default, of course, none of these other bits. Everything else is there. Here we go. So just one more thing before we start. I want to go to options and I want to padlock this in hard mode, so it can't now be taken out of hard mode. It will always be in hard mode. And here is our world. It looks pretty standard, so I just want to signify where the spawn point is on this world, and perhaps we can get up on the trees here and take a look at what we've got here. So plains looks all pretty plain, although I can't see much through the trees. Right, well, we'll go on a bit of an explore. Obviously get some wood as we do, but we're not going to do any mining or anything in this episode or introduction. Just gonna have a look at what we have around, collect some resources as we find them. We'll go to the oceans if there are oceans, and we can grab ourselves buried treasure and things like that. I don't see a problem with that. But really, we're just want to see what we have here, so we're ready for episode 1, because I have a lot of plans for what I want to do in this series, and I think each episode is going to have quite a lot that needs to be done. So the more prepared we are in the beginning, the better. And I think some of that preparation will have to come in the form of killing these guys. I think we're going to need a bed. And so unfortunately we're going to have to kill these sheep. So we're going to want to be out and about tonight. And we don't want to die, because we probably won't have any armour or anything too much like that. So we'll just collect some wood and we'll see what's around. So the first question people might have, why Emerald City? Well, the reason is that my plan is to make a city. I'm gonna build a functioning city, essentially. I want it to have all of my farms in it. I want it to be within the spawn chunks. I'm talking skyscrapers, smaller buildings spanning all sort of time frames. Old school builds, maybe more modern style skyscrapers, and we'll probably progress as our access to certain blocks become available. So we're not going to have probably access to a large amount of concrete straight away, a lot of glass. I suppose it's a bit dependent on what biomes we have around us. And why, you may ask, in the spawn chunks? Well, because they will always be loaded wherever we are in the overworld. So if we're out adventuring, the spawn chunks will be loaded. And this is great for things like iron farms and farms for things that grow, because they'll continue to grow and be harvested wherever we are. So sugarcane, all those kind of farms. So it's definitely something for us to develop our world without being AFK, because I would like to try and limit how much AFK time I spend in the world. When you play in survival worlds, you tend to be a little bit more carefree about being AFK, because if you die, it's just a life. But I don't want to die where I don't need to. I've just been playing hardcore and I don't want to die. So we might collect a little bit more food here, just because we're going to be out moving around, and we probably ought to make that bed as well. We should keep an eye on spawn actually, and what that location was, because we will be coming back here at some point. So where was that? I built up a load of dirt, so hopefully it won't be too... Oh, there's a spruce forest over there. That's nice. Oh! That's a nice early find. Okay. But we don't want to go down around there near night time, because I don't want any zombies to get any of those villagers, but that will help us progress much quicker. So there's a lot of pigs here. Maybe I shouldn't kill all of them, but another good thing about spawn chunks is that the passive mob count will replenish itself. So let me find the spawn chunk, and clearly I've not marked it well enough, and then we'll get out exploring. So having marked where our spawn location is there, with that beautiful pillar of dirt, that is the home chunk. I think we probably ought to make a bed, because it looks like it's nearly night time. We'll get something to dye that shortly. I've got the food cooking here, so we should probably get that mutton, because I'm very, very hungry. We'll rest our head for our first night, and then I can see water out that way, so I think we'll head that way, see if we can find some shipwrecks or any buried treasure. So let me sleep. Beautiful sunset on our first day, but I need to sleep. There we go, sweet dreams. If you ever needed a good sign in your world, that is it. A pink sheep right by spawn. How lucky are we? So we're going to go into this beautiful looking ocean actually, looks like a warm ocean, and just cruise around until we find ourselves a shipwreck. Sunsets on day 1. I've not found anything. Really, the oceans, I couldn't see any buried treasure, any shipwrecks there. Come on land now. Just the world's biggest birch forest really is all I found. So I'm heading back to spawn so I can get my bearings a bit better. And try and push out in a couple directions from there, but oh, okay, that was a good time to bring you in. So we have got something here. Let's see if we can get down to this ruined portal. Damn it, I can't do anything about that gold block. That will have to stay there. But let's have a look at this chest. I've got something to help break my fall. Yeah, I couldn't do anyway. Virus, fortune 3, bit of obsidian, a little bit of iron. There's a couple gold blocks around here. Oh. Okay, well, try and remember where that is. And let's get back up and see what else we can find. And it's not taken long, we're just getting out of the birch forest and I found a swamp, which is absolutely one of my favourite biomes in the game. And perfect because we've got those purple slimes, so I guess the only thing, what's that pumpkin, we'll get that, is whether there's a witch hut here, because that would be fantastic if there were, but I don't know. We'll explore, we'll see if we can find one, that would be great, but at least early access to vines and things for decorating. And we got our first pumpkin, not too bad. So we're back here at spawn where this big tower is, and I thought it was as good an opportunity as any to scout out where that village is, because we didn't find any. It's over here. We didn't find anything else really of worth on our journey, so we might as well go check out what goodies they have in that village. And the best goodie of all, I think, really, is the villagers themselves. They can obviously trade with us and help us with farms, crop farms and iron farms and things like that. So they're really not too far away. They've got a church here. Some nice farms, actually might be worthwhile collecting. What's that? Carrots, we'll have that, and potatoes. That will save us some time later. We've got all of the wheat. I've killed so many pigs. There have been so many. Look how many pigs there are. Oh, we've got a blacksmith. Hello boys. Ding 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 ding. I'm home. 2 nitwits as well. Do you know what? If they're both gonna go in here, yeah, let's keep them there for breeding. I'm going to keep hold of them. This is a big house. Ooh, this could be a good place to start breeding villagers. We won't go too in depth about that just yet, but let's see how many we can imprison in their homes as well, for use later. How many are in here? There's 2 in here as well. Keep a couple of breeding pairs available. Anything good in there? Not really. There's a nice surface cave there though. Let's keep you in there as well, Mr. Weaponsmith. Grindstone, very nice. Oh ho ho! That is very nice. We got our first diamond. Apple, we'll take the oak saplings and the bread, so we already can go to the nether. That is very nice, without a bucket. Alright, and the rest of them will start... Oh, I shouldn't have really done that. The rest of them will start going into their houses now because it's night time, and we will sleep, but we'll try and just barricade a few more in before. So we've got 2 in there. Thank you. So we should have plenty of villagers alive for when we come back here, which is very helpful. And I think we can get a brewing stand as well. Not that it's really all that valuable to us just yet. But we can, yeah, absolutely. So that is not too bad. Is there any chests up here? I don't know. None there. None there. Okay. Well, not too bad. So that's a nice little haul from the village. We will, yeah, go back to where we started and we can start preparing for episode 1. Oh, no, thank you. Okay, we're going to get Monster Hunter quickly. Oh, okay. No, 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 no. Oh goodness, first death. Right, so we didn't spawn from there. I thought for sure I had him. I thought for sure he was mine. I don't want to lose any of that stuff, so hopefully I can find that. But how embarrassing. Forget how flimsy you are with no stuff. Thank God this isn't hardcore. Okay, so let's leave that rather embarrassing death behind us and move on to something a bit new. It is said that civilization is little more than a clearing in the forest. Let's build a civilization. Oh no, this isn't good. Just after the forest clearing, we had this guy turn up. Oh, thank goodness for that. I thought it was going to turn night time with that witch coming after us. But yeah, the witch just came out of the caves. We might need to do something about the caves before episode 1. Big cave over here, just where I've marked out something in the forest clearing for the future. But yeah, there's this big cave here, so we might need to go down there and explore that a little bit. But yeah, thank God we were able to see him off with this this fire aspect sword that we found. And what did he drop? A little bit of sugar. Okay, nothing too good there. Let's have a look at how much wood we got from this, because we've cleared a large area, all with stone axes, might I add. Not that one. This one. Look at all of that oak wood and a little bit of birch wood. That is, and all the saplings for that matter. That is not a bad amount to be starting a world out with. I'm not really planning on building anything out of wood, so it won't be helpful for that, but it might help us with redstone and things, pistons and the like. So yeah, let's do a tiny bit of caving, not too much, but maybe make ourselves a shield, go down and just a small amount of caving, maybe get a little bit of iron for a bucket. Yeah, so using the iron nuggets that we found from the ruined portal. Oh, that's not how you do it. We're going to make ourselves a shield. And we've got this Fortune 3 pickaxe as well, so we can use that for some coal to get a bit more coal. And plenty of sticks already, so we can light up the area and stop mobs from coming out and attacking us, which is not what we want at this moment in time. When we don't have... oh, just a couple of zombies in a... There mustn't be many caves around here because... oh, that's a lot of damage. Okay, well there's really... there's not much cave here at all. But let's see how much we can get with this Fortune 3 gold pickaxe. There's not much coal there either, but we got 12 for our troubles. Okay, so at least this cave we don't need to worry about. Let's take a quick look, 'cause I think there's another cave just by where we spawned, which unfortunately had a couple of zombies come out and attack us. I can hear some down there. Come out and attack us whilst we were taking down the trees. So I think, is it just here? Not there, that's where I dug out some coal. So we've got another zombie here. We'll get rid of him. I can see some iron. That's nice, hopefully there's 3 for a bucket. I'm gonna die again, aren't I? There we go, we outlasted him. Anything in there? Hopefully not. I really don't like not having any armour. But, okay, we've got plenty of coal, so we'll get the coal. And we'll get this little bit of iron. Please have 3. Yeah, that's fine. So we'll be able to make a bucket. That's all we need at the moment. Maybe we can make some boots or something. Or maybe we'll save that for the next episode. But I'll collect up this coal. We can go back and make ourselves a bucket. So I think the last thing we're going to do in this episode is make our bucket. So we have some water. I've stolen some of the produce from the village, which is good because I think now we've got access to everything you can grow. We can obviously punch these boys for some seeds and start growing some wheat. Although I don't think we'll need to just yet because there's all the hay bales in there that we can steal. So with this water bucket, it's going to be a very temporary farm. It's not going to be one that's going to be used for a long time, but we're just going to knock a big trough here for the water to go in and collect that. Use our stone hoe. And we'll grow some carrots, some potatoes, a little bit of beetroot. I don't see why we wouldn't grow a bit of beetroot. Makes sense to me. I think we can have one more here. Perfect. And we'll just alternate it. So we'll go beetroot and then we'll go carrot. This will be good. And then we'll go carrot again. We'll make this bigger. And then potatoes finally. And now this farm will probably be got rid of in episode 1, but it's just there for when we do some mining and things. So I think that's just about going to wrap up the episode. So thank you for watching. Hope you're excited and pumped for the first episode, the first real episode of this series. And I'll catch you then. See you later. Bye bye.